Some of the most psychologically independent people in the world share one strange habit. They never post on social media. No selfies, no updates, no digital proof they even exist. We live in the era of the Digital Panopticon, a world where if a tree falls in a forest and no one posts it to their story, it did not just fall, it never existed. We are the first generation in human history to treat our own lives as a 24-hour reality show. Every meal is a set piece, every vacation is a production, every smile is a calculated ROI on social capital. But among the billions of active users, there is a ghost class, a group of people who consume, who watch, who listen, but who never, ever post their own face. No selfies, no life updates, no digital footprint. In a culture that equates visibility with validity, these people are viewed with suspicion. Are they hiding? Are they insecure? Or have they discovered a psychological loophole that the rest of us are too addicted to see? Today, we are decoding the outliers, the psychology of those who choose to be invisible in a world that screams to be noticed, and what they know about happiness might just change how you look at your phone forever. The year was 2010. The front-facing camera was introduced to the iPhone. We did not know it then, but that tiny lens was a psychological detonator. It flipped the camera from the world back onto us. Before 2010, photos were memories. After 2010, photo became currency. When you post a photo, you are not just sharing a moment, you are engaging in what sociologists call impression management. This is a term coined by Irving Goffman, who argued that we all wear masks to control how others see us. But social media took that mask and glued it to our skin. Think about the last time you posted a photo. The micro decisions were endless. Which filter hides the fatigue? Which caption sounds effortless, despite taking 20 minutes to write? This is the photographer's paradox. The moment you decide to document an experience for an audience, you stop inhabiting that experience. You become a spectator of your own life. You are no longer at the concert. You are producing the concert for a digital crowd. But the unseen, the people who do not post, refuse to pay this tax. They have recognized the hidden transaction. Every time you share a personal moment, you trade psychological ownership for external validation. Why is it so hard to stop? Why does a blank notification feel like a personal rejection? It is not a lack of willpower. It is neurobiology. Every like, every fire emoji, every positive comment triggers a release of dopamine in the nucleus accumbens. This is the brain's reward center. It is the same circuit activated by gambling and sugar. We are literally hooked on the approval of people we have not spoken to since high school. But here is the darker side. Psychologists have identified a phenomenon called self-objectification. When you post photos of yourself regularly, your brain begins to view you as an object, to be evaluated. You start seeing your own face, not as a part of your soul, but as a product on a shelf. You become the performer and the critic simultaneously. The unseen have opted out of this neurological hamster wheel. Research shows that people who refrain from posting often score significantly higher in internal locus of control. This means their sense of worth is anchored deep inside, like a lighthouse built on rock. It does not fluctuate based on the tides of digital engagement. If they feel beautiful, they do not need 50 likes to prove it. They just feel beautiful. It is a level of emotional independence that feels like a superpower in the modern age. There is a profound danger in posting that no one talks about. Identity, crystallization. On social media, you are forced to pick a niche. You are the travel person, the fitness person, the successful entrepreneur. Once you post that version of yourself, your audience expects you to stay there. You become a prisoner of your own brand. If you are a body positivity influencer, you are not allowed to have a day where you feel insecure. If you are the happy traveler, you are not allowed to post about your loneliness. Your identity becomes crystallized, hard, brittle, and easily shattered by a single off post. The unseen choose fluid identity. In the real world, you are allowed to be a lovable loudmouth with your friends and a serious professional with your coworkers. You are allowed to be messy, inconsistent, and evolving. By not pinning their identity to a digital grid, the unseen allow themselves the freedom to change. They understand what A-list icons like Scarlett Johansson or Cillian Murphy have realized. Strategic absence is the ultimate form of presence. When you do not know everything about someone, they remain a mystery. And in a world of total transparency, mystery is the rarest and most magnetic commodity on Earth. Choosing not to post is not just a personal preference, it is an act of digital rebellion. The algorithm feeds on your insecurity. It wants you to feel like your camera is too old, your skin is too textured, and your life is too boring. Why? Because insecure people buy things. Insecurity is profit. By refusing to post, the unseen are going on a digital strike. They are saying, my life is not a data point. My joy is not for sale. My memories are not content. Think about the photographer's paradox. Again, have you ever noticed that the most meaningful moments of your life are often the ones you did not record? The birth of a child, a deep conversation at 2 a.m., the feeling of the sun on your face after a long winter. These moments are high resolution in your soul, but they are low resolution for the screen. The unseen realize that the act of filming a miracle often kills the miracle itself. They are the quiet participants. They are not antisocial. They are energetically discerning. They would rather have 5 friends who know their heart than 5,000 followers who know their aesthetic. So, what is the ultimate secret of the people who do not post? It is the realization that privacy is not loneliness. In a world that confuses exposure with connection, the unseen have mastered the art of the unbroadcasted life. They eat without photographing. They travel without tagging. They laugh without needing witnesses. They have regained the most precious thing we have lost: the ability to live for themselves. When you turn off the camera, the world gets louder. Colors look richer. Conversations feel fuller. You stop thinking in captions and start thinking in feelings. The quiet ones are not missing out. They are opting out. And in a generation raised on endless comparison, the decision to keep something private is the final frontier of mental independence. Your life is a sacred story. It is a masterpiece in progress. And a masterpiece does not need a crowd to be beautiful. It only needs to be true. Next time you feel that itch to share, that urge to prove you were there, just for a second, stop. Put the phone back in your pocket. Inhabit the moment, because the truest version of you is the one that cannot be used, cannot be measured, and cannot be sold. If this resonated with you, I would love to hear your story. Do you post, or do you observe? And more importantly, why? Leave a comment below, not for the algorithm, but for the conversation. Thank you for watching. Libraxis.